quizzes, facts untold, unlocking mysteries, watch them unfold. Puzzles, quizzes, mysteries unfold. Brain benders bent to keep your mind on fire, twisting and turning higher and higher. Trivia and facts keep you on your toes. Where the next challenge leads, nobody knows. Mind on fire, nobody knows. Riddles and corners, secrets to reveal. Each question a journey, every answer a seal. Cognitive playground where neurons spark, lighting up pathways through the mental dark. Secrets reveal, pathways spark. Brain benders bent to keep your mind on fire, twisting and turning higher and higher. Trivia and facts keep you on your toes. Where the next challenge leads, nobody knows. Mind on fire, nobody knows. Bring the wheel of fortune in the quiz of fate. Each spin a puzzle, each choice creates. Building bridges, crossing mental streams, and brain benders bend to chase your cerebral dreams. Quiz of fate, cerebral dream. Gather your wits, bring your cleverest play. In the game of intellect, it's your mind's ballet. Step up to the challenge, let your thoughts run free. Brain benders bend.
Brain benders, banter, mind bending entertainment. 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 Brain benders.
Hi everyone.
Greetings from South Carolina.
Greetings from home.
Greetings from Cali.
Greetings from Tallahassee.
Greetings from somewhere.
The universe.
Danny Staten, I must know, are there storms there right now?
What?
Is it raining? It's always raining. You know, there's always
I think it is
storms.
raining outside. Actually.
How's your weather?
Probably terrible. Yeah, it's raining.
Is he there?
I want rain. Jesus
I
Christ,
wish
it's
it was raining
112 here today.
Oh,
Send me rain.
It's been so
it's
hot
like
and muggy.
it's still really hot out there. It's like 95 out there and raining.
Where are you at again?
St. Louis.
I thought so.
Yeah.
My daughter used to be in Lebanon.
Oh, okay.
It's calmed down here. It's probably in the 80s now, about 81, I guess.
wow.
It's been in the hundreds.
Okay.
It's been in the hundreds all week.
All right, you guys ready? Go.
Shall I read?
What are we doing?
Okay.
I don't
Welcome to a special episode of Brain Benders Banter. Tonight, we're tackling an important question. Are we truly safe from danger? We live in a world filled with risks, dangers, and uncertainties, but we also have systems, protections, and people who work hard to keep us safe. But do they truly protect us, or is it an illusion? From technology to law enforcement to mental and emotional factors, what makes us feel safe? Let's dig into it, share thoughts, and open the conversation about what security really looks like in the modern world.
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep.
It is. And I am about to copy and paste over the 5 questions that I have for tonight into the private chat. So panel, you have access to them and you can see what they are. You can kind of get a little bit of an idea of what is going to happen.
I had to click something. That's not cool.
Now, I want you guys to remember toss tonight, okay? Remember, there are certain things you can't say. If it's going to be something that has a trigger, it will be pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Don't get us tossed. So I just wanted to remind you guys of that.
We're gonna have code words for stuff.
Yes. Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. Danny, pew pew. And no, it doesn't mean somebody took a dump and it stinks. It means
That's a different
pew,
type
pew.
of view.
My little girl, when my little girl was little, she would call it poo poo, poo poo.
No. See, I think you have it all wrong, Chrissy. It's P-U.
Pew. Yes, you're right. You're right, Tracy. Pew.
I'm just teasing you.
So when my daughter was a baby, like she was just a toddler, she wasn't a baby. She was learning to talk and all that. She came to me one day and she said, "A hokey no," and I said, "What?" She, "A hokey no," and she pointed at the TV and I said, "I don't know what you're saying." "A hokey no," and she was very adamant about it, and she was, "A hokey no," and I was like, "What?" And
She's speaking
she
Japanese?
got mad at me
Well, I was thinking.
because I couldn't understand. She took my face and pointed at her, "A hooky no," like I would understand, and I was like, "Mm-mm." So she crawled over to the movie thing and pulled out Pinocchio.
Oh,
Hooky no.
I
nice.
was about to say, it reminds me of an episode of MASH.
And then
Where,
I said, "Oh, Pinocchio," and she goes, "Oh no." I was like, "Okay, we'll put it on." But it was
Chrissy,
just so funny.
as you were talking about that, I kept on thinking about Visions from MASH, where that one guy's going, "Chin Lee," and Helen Aldous, like,
yeah.
"Chin Lee." You can kill as many Chin Lee as you want.
There's Caldy. Welcome,
Yay.
Caldy.
Mr. Caldwell.
Hello, Caldy.
Check. You guys hear me?
Check. We can't hear you. Lights kind of low.
Kind of low.
Check. Now, how about that?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Sounds good.
Caldy, tonight we are doing something a little bit different. We're going to talk about, are we truly safe?
I read some of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta learn how to use your pew pew with your hollow point flatulence.
Yeah. Yeah, because we don't say toss words tonight. We're going to say pew pew, pew pew. And then I just wanted to remind anybody, but yeah, and then I told the story about how Sierra, when she was a toddler, came. She was very serious about it, and she was like, "A hokey no," and I was like, "I don't know what you're saying." She said it like 10 times. Finally, she took my face and pointed it right at her, and she was "A hokey no." She got really mad, so she just crawled over because she couldn't kind of really walk yet. She walked over, or she crawled over to the movie rack, and she pulled out some movies, and she found this one, and she just kind of crawled back with it. And then she gave it to me, and it was Pinocchio, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you can watch Pinocchio, that's fine." But she was like, God, she was so frustrated. Another time, I think she was a little bit older. Yes, it's safe in here. It is safe in here, Nicole. So
Oh, you guys are already live.
We
Yeah.
are, believe it or not.
we were on time.
I know, right?
This is early.
We were on time.
He just now
I was the
noticed.
first one in here.
Buddy,
I was a half hour early creating videos.
he just now noticed.
I thought it was
Hey,
going to be.
Caldy, I'm telling my chat 10 o'clock.
And they're not
Hey,
even
look,
going to be
I
here
gotta
for
keep
15
it. I gotta keep it real. Like tonight,
dare
today
you.
was a good day with my mom. I got in the shower on time. I got ready on time. I was in here at 6, I think 6:05. Hello, Jeff. You. What's up, Jeff? I got in here early, and I was the only one. And then Tug joined me, and then Tracy joined, and then Danny joined, and then Buff joined, and then Coffee joined. But yeah, before we went live, it was just like I was like, "Hey guys, I want to be on time. Like I'm early tonight. Everything went perfect today. Like everything. Hugs, Ram. But yeah, so we're going to talk about, are we truly safe? And I want to talk about a few things, and I don't want to get, hello Heather, I don't want to get into politics, because politics and religion kind of bring bad things out in people, and I don't want to get into that kind of conflict on my show. However, I would like to mention, since September 11th, I have felt really different about being safe in my own country.
Of what year?
September 11th, the whole incident, September 11th.
But what year was it?
Last year?
2001, people. Stop being
2
pedantic.
years ago?
I'm glad you guys all think that's funny. I don't think that's funny.
No, I know.
But I'm just saying, like, since that event, I have really questioned, am I even safe in my own country? And then I don't want to get into politics, but in the last administration, a lot of immigrant people came into our country. Is this a Trojan horse? I don't know, but it makes me feel a little questionable. You know, like I'm questioning, like, am I safe on my own soil, in our own country? But again, like, let's talk about police. Buff, this is like, Buff, that's a weird brick wall. It just cut your head off. You don't have
No,
a
you're in
green screen.
Tracy's house.
Yeah, now you're in Tracy's house.
My wish house.
I know, right?
I did
but,
not.
I mean, what are
I
some
did not
common
know it would
misconceptions?
show that.
It will.
My bad.
So, what
My
are some
bad, my
common
bad.
misconceptions? You know, what do you think that the police protect us enough? What are things that we
Depends on
can
where you
do as
are.
individuals to protect ourselves? One of the things I learned in self-defense class is when you're walking down the street, you know, at night or something, or you're going somewhere, either go with groups, but if you are by yourself, look people directly in their face. Like, don't look down, don't be vulnerable, because then they think they can attack you and you won't see them.
Not me. I got my pew pew.
That's
Pew, pew.
horrible advice.
Just go up to everybody on the street and just go.
Yeah, if you do that in my hometown, you'd be killed.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, you definitely don't
Pass
walk
you.
around that.
Make eye
You
contact
definitely-
and smile or whatever. You're less vulnerable
See,
unless like you keep your head down and
Not
walk.
if you. No, wait.
No,
you don't
no,
make eye
no.
contact in a big city. No.
Honestly,
I'm
no.
talking
Always
about Chicago.
Don't leave at night.
Yeah.
Just don't walk around at night.
You-
Even if you have a group, don't do it.
No. I don't really walk around at night either, but I have.
I guess
You-
I'm
you
the only
do not.
hillbilly here with
I
luckiness.
have code words with my friends too when we go out, and we're walking along together, and like we're just all like, you know, having a girl night or
no.
whatever, and we're going to like the parking garage or whatever after the club. One of the things that we say, like if we see something suspicious, is we say like Kit Kat. Hey, there's a Kit Kat, and then all of us immediately pay attention because we know that that means there's someone that seems sus in the area, and so we all pay attention.
That's fine. You do not walk down the street and just in Atlanta. You do not walk down the street and just look everybody in the eyes.
Exactly.
Because you're gonna get that. You're gonna get those randos that. Why are you looking at me like that? And they're gonna approach you.
Well, that's
You're
why
gonna
you have to just
incite
look them in
an
the eye and
incident.
smile. Just be like,
No,
"Hello."
no, you don't look at them at all. You keep
Okay,
walking
I do,
forward.
everybody.
You use your peripherals. You can keep look on
Mhm.
your environment.
I
Out
say
the
hi to
sides of your eyes.
I do think it's
Situational
wise to
awareness.
keep your head up, not look down, like just to show that you're like aware and you're not like
Right.
being all demure.
Mhm.
When I went to
I
self-defense
think-
for
I think-
women,
excuse
they
me, but I
said
think that's a
walk
comp-
looking forward. Don't look down.
Yeah.
I think that's a confidence thing.
Yeah,
I think it's how big your cojones are. Because like I
Mm-hmm.
said, when I walk down the road, I ain't afraid to look nobody in the eye. Nobody better not come at me stupid. They'll be the ones paying the price. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm not very confident that I'm a klutz, and I trip a lot on my own feet in air.
Oh.
So sometimes I do look down because I don't want to fall. But when I
Wow.
see other people approaching, I always look up, hello.
But once
You know,
again, let me point out the fact that I live in a hillbilly small town. When I go to the grocery store or to the post office or wherever, 95% of the people I'm seeing, I know who they are. This is my hometown. I grew up here. So I'm around people I've known my whole life. Whether I like them or not, it's irrelevant. But I know who they are. I know their parents and probably their grandparents. Only time I see strangers is when I go to the comic book shop, Madison or Greenville. And them nerds in there don't look up from the boxes too often anyway.
No, there's nothing wrong with having self-confidence. You're walking, you're strutting, but like,
Yeah.
don't look at people. I mean, like, as far as like, if you got to know where you're at. You got to be streetwise. Like, if you're in a big city, not to stare at somebody in the face. It's an obvious giveaway. Although you could still walk confident. Don't get me wrong, but but also show some. It's a kind of a form of respect. You don't ever want to do that because you don't know who you might be coming into.
Right.
It could
Right.
be a businessman, fine, but it could also be somebody willing to kill you just the same.
Yeah, it makes them really mad when you whip out your phone and start recording them for YouTube too.
I do think it definitely depends on your environment. Like if you are in a big city,
Mhm.
don't
Yeah, I
don't stare
live like
people
in
in
a
the eye.
country
But
town.
if you're out in the country or if you're like in a suburb, like there's no harm in like looking at people and waving, saying hi, that kind of thing.
I did it in San Francisco.
I don't go to San Francisco.
Well, I have to go on Tuesday. I have to go there on Tuesday. It's a mandatory manager meeting at one of our $6 million customers' locations. And they're doing like a barbecue something, and it's mandatory for all of us managers to be there. So the manager from LA is flying up. The person from Reno is going to drive 7 hours. Thank God I only have to go 2.5.
Oof.
Yeah.
I don't know where it happened. Somewhere in California today, I was watching the news, and right before I come out here, it was running across the news that somebody had drove a car through a crowd of people in California.
LA. That was in LA. They
Yeah,
drove a
drove
car
you
through a
back.
crowd of people, and then the people that was in the crowd, one of their family members got hurt, so they shot the driver
Drug him out, beat him half to death, and shot him.
and they shot him. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, there was an explosion. There was like an explosion yesterday at the LA Sheriff's Department.
LA's out of control.
Took out 3 sheriffs.
Oh,
Yeah. LA is out
Tracy,
of
you need to like hold your mic up. It's like rubbing against your shirt, making a lot of noise.
oh, I'm
know,
sorry.
It don't matter where you live, stuff's gonna happen.
I was
to people.
wondering what that was. I
Some
was
guy,
like,
some guy in my neighborhood got attacked by
there you
bears.
go, Tracy.
Am I better?
Yeah, it's much better. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know you can't really hear it when it's coming from you, so I have to point it out.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Jeff?
That's
Jeff
kind
makes
of
me
an
laugh.
answer. It's kind of an answer to your question. Do you feel about feeling safe in your own country? You're safe nowhere.
Exactly.
Danger comes from
Exactly.
everywhere.
Correct.
That-
That's what we want to discuss tonight. Thank you, Buff.
That's why I carry a 9mm automatic.
It's like you
I have
you
a
don't
45.
realize. I think you never really fully appreciate how much danger you're in just in your day-to-day life, and I think that's on purpose. That's evolution. You're not supposed to know that stuff. But the first time you get mugged, or the first time somebody breaks into your house, or even on the global scale, something like 9/11 will shatter that illusion of security, and that's hard to cope with. That's hard to deal with.
You mean like how we have cameras everywhere that's supposed to make us safer?
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that just makes it worse.
Yeah.
It just makes
So-
it just makes us more angry when we see the crime.
Mhm.
Yep.
And
The
nothing
worst
happens.
thing. The worst thing
Well,
is
as
if
much as
you,
I just want to read the chat real fast, and then I'll give you guys back the mic. Jeff works with me, and this is an actually true statement. He says, I don't feel safe when a Swift driver is attempting to back into our loading dock at work, because our loading dock is very narrow and there is a canal at the end. Now, they have sleepers. We have day cabs. So our day cabs are much shorter because they don't have the sleeper. So when they're trying to back into our dock, they have to swing it just right. And sometimes they jackknife or they hit the fence. Or it's crazy.
Jeff, let me tell you something. I don't feel safe when I am parked in a spot and there's 8 spots that way and 20 spots that way, and a Swift driver is trying to back in next to me.
Ooh,
parking
yeah,
lot.
that would be scary.
I
If
don't.
they can't park, if they can't back into a dock, how are they going to back in and park next to another truck?
Hi, Mike Harper.
Or is that them trying to practice backing in?
Fill me in real quick. What is a Swift driver? What is that?
It's a company.
Okay.
Swift
Swift.
basically is a trucking company that hires.
Hold on,
brand new
I'll
people
take
to-
I'll
yeah.
I'll take this.
You
one,
got
baby.
this, Buff. You got this.
Swift is pretty much the company that will almost hire anybody. They did not hire me. This is after 11
Someone's
years of
salty.
experience because I got fired from 2 jobs within 3 years. It was like, oh, we can't hire you. I'm like, really? Interesting. Swift is a notorious company. They are self-insured. So that's a problem right there. They have not the most. They have a lot of accidents. I think FedEx is still number 1 when it comes to crashes in semis. And I think UPS is next. I still got to check these statistics, but last time I checked, Swift is 3rd. But Swift is infamous for being in accidents of the absurd kind. They are always the ones you see on the side of the road, jackknife, whatever, backing into stuff, hitting crap, blah, 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 blah. It's Swift. It's Swift. SWIT or SWIFT. Sure wish I finished training. Stevie Wonder Institute for Trucking. Swing wide. It's an effing trailer. There's so many acronyms to translate over from Swift. And there was a company called Central Transport that the owner of Swift created Central for his daughter so she could have something. It was a refrigerated division. Swift only did dry van. And my brother ran for Central, and during his time there, they ended up observing Central. So now Swift runs dry and refrigerated. They just observe. She didn't want to do it anymore. And so Swift just took it. But they are infamous for, okay, 30 hours of training. Here's your license. Get out there. Here's the keys to your truck. Go. It's like, infamous for untrained drivers that just make the dumbest mistakes, and you can't tell them nothing. But anyway, I digress. Swift is, if you see a Swift truck, get as far as away from them as you can. just do it. Just do it.
Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Glad I asked that question.
I love the Stevie Wonder Institute.
Yes.
Trucker.
Yeah, I like that. Or
That's
Ray
amazing.
Charles.
That's so
Absolutely
funny.
amazing.
Reminds me of the Blues Brothers with Ray Charles. It's sad when a kid goes bad. 'Cause he's-
Jeff says it's common for them to take 30 minutes just to back into our dock and hit a door.
oh God.
Yeah.
They do like 100 pull forwards. That's why it scares Buff when they're trying to park next to him.
I was on a dock years ago, and I watched a Swift driver. He took about 10 minutes to finally back up to the door, and he got on the door and set his brakes, and I jumped out, and I was just like, all right, it took you a little bit. Did you forget to do something? He's like, what? I got out and looked. I'm on the dock. I was like, you forgot to open your doors. He backed onto the dock with his doors closed.
Oh, what?
This is
Rufus.
All
how
the way
they
to the dock,
train
not
them.
just like 6 feet ahead, and then
No,
swing his doors?
this was not a warehouse where they open them on the inside. You got to open your doors first and then back.
yeah, that's mine. Mine, you have to open
This-
the doors first because
this
we don't
fool-
butt up to the dock. There's like a landing, so you have to swing your doors. So this guy
This
backed in with doors swung, and then
fool-
to a solid
No, he-
wall where no one could
No.
open the doors.
yeah, he docked with his doors closed. And there wasn't enough room for him to just simply pull straight forward and then open his doors. You got to pull out and angle off just to get the trailer clear and reopen. So he had to go through all of that again. I was like, you stupid mother. I helped him at that point. Just like, look, do the turn. Come on. There you go. You got it. Come on. Oh, God. But I can name a bunch of companies to watch out for aside of Swift. Western Express, USA Truck, Stevens.
Old
You want to watch
Dominion.
out for them. Amazon. You want to watch out for them. Now, if it's an Amazon truck, actually hooked to an Amazon trailer, don't worry about them. If it's a independent contractor that has carrying an Amazon trailer, watch out. 'Cause those guys don't give up. They don't care. Anyway, enough truck talk. How safe do you feel in this world? I guess it is kind of relative, though.
It works. Okay, so let's see these questions. What are some common misconceptions people have about safety and security? Common misconceptions.
I guess a common I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tracy.
No,
Oh,
who
no,
wants to
go
go? You
ahead.
want to go, Buff?
Go
You ready
I
to
Buff.
go,
just want
Buff?
to say that one.
Go Buff.
I'll say that one right quick because it was kind of
Okay.
harped on. The common misconception that you think the police are always going to be there for you to keep you safe. You better learn how to protect yourself. You better learn how to defend yourself, do what you need to do before help can get there. And do not think the police are always going to be on your side. If they smell something fishy, there are good ones out there that actually can read a situation, but then you got your not so good ones that'll be like, well, I need to evaluate this situation, but he has a pew pew, and it's like, well, I got to investigate that further, and by that point, it's too late because I'm the one who calls you. There's always that famous argument. I'm the one who called you. Why are you messing with me? It's like, oh, well, you're the one that called me, so I'm talking to you first. But you saying this person is the aggressor? They're standing all the way over there. I'm gonna talk to you first. When I probably should go talk to the aggressor first. Do not. It's kind of an off way of saying don't trust the police, as much as I hate to say that, because not every cop is the same. Did all the because
Buff,
you
read
know
Jeff's
what I'm saying.
comment. This is funny.
We actually had to have the driver unhook and our driver back in. Yes, I've seen a lot of that.
Yeah,
I've
we have
seen
that a lot.
of that. Let the yard dog do it. It's like, you mother.
I've seen Amazon vehicles driving down the street with every side of the vehicle mangled. Oh gosh.
Whoa.
I have backed two drivers' trucks in before. Because they were docking next to me and they kept coming so close to me, so close to me. It's that expectation of safety. You're thinking that the misconception of thinking you have a CDL, this is a basic maneuver, a standard dock, and you can't do it. And there was like 2 times these guys couldn't get it. And I'm like, yo, let me just back it in. Where okay. First thing you're supposed to say right there is, no, you don't work for my company. This is my company's truck, or this is my truck. I can't do that for insurance reasons. This is the first thing you're supposed to say. But they was just like, okay. And I'll dock their truck for them just so you don't hit mine. And if it's not that, I will drop my trailer and move my truck. Look, have at it. You can hit that trailer all day. I don't care. Don't hit my truck.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. The misconception of thinking you are supposed to be a professional driver and you can't do a basic maneuver. I'm good. I'm done. I'm done. You got me thinking about work now.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff, for triggering us.
That's the way it goes. One day you're driving down the road in your truck, and the next day it's maximum overdrive.
Just so you know, our friend Maga here in the chat, he's trying to get to 50 subs so he can go live. Where he's at, YouTube says he needs 50 subs. So he's just trying to get to 50 subs. So that's what he's talking about. And then this is, don't say that. You'll get 50 eventually. Thank you, Judgment Day. Yes.
Let me say a special shout out to my friend Harper. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. And I want to show you guys what Mark Harper said. It was really sweet. He says, I'll be performing with Jamin's duty since I haven't seen him yet. I'm like, thank you.
Aw.
That's very sweet because we haven't seen Wajamin yet. I hope Wajamin's okay.
Mhm.
So thank you, Mike Harper, for stepping in. K Munin also. The moderators in chat, I applaud you guys for keeping the chat safe and keeping us the stream going and well. So thank you, K Munin and Judgment Day, Mike Harper, and Wajamin for the great job that you guys do on this channel, like as moderators. Thank you so much. All right, let's go on to the question. Who would like to go next for the question? The question was, what are some common misconceptions people have about safety and security? Would anybody else like to go?
I can give a comment real quick. You don't have to make me big or nothing. I'll just give a
I make
quick-
you big, Danny. I make you big.
Please don't. I don't like that. But
You cannot face showing. Your face
that's
is
when the camera's off. Ha ha ha. Because I don't like
ha
that.
ha ha. So people now know
I'm
it's
gonna be
your
on the
mic,
show
your
all day
speaking.
tomorrow with my face out there for the whole world to see. But you know, what I was going to say is, I really don't think like that because I grew up with a family that loved horror movies, and one of the things of being a child grows up with horror movies is from the very first time you see Dawn of the Dead or Night of the Living Dead or any of the really good horror movies, you know that at any given time you cannot be safe, that the world can go to pop, and you never know what's going to happen, especially like the Night of the Living Dead, the zombie thing. One day you're sitting at the table eating bacon, and the next minute your neighbors are trying to eat you. You know?
Oh
What
God.
you-
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Yeah, and once you've seen them movies from a childhood point of view, by the time you get 18 years old, you know how unsafe the world is and how anything can happen at any time.
Hello, Jake Hudson.
That's just my point of view on it from being a lover of horror movies. By the time I was 15, I was very well prepared for anything that would come my way.
We enjoy having you, K Munin.
No, and I kind of agree, Danny. I mean, I grew up watching movies like The Thing, so like I was kind of like programmed with paranoia in my brain.
Always expect the worst.
Exactly. But I kind of want to take a different angle on it. I feel like in the modern age, we have a lot of people who feel safe and secure in their anonymity online, and that breeds a lot of very dangerous behavior, and people open themselves up to all kinds of things. It's like, you know, not just doxing or anything like that, but even, you know, getting sued, you know, lawsuits, because they think that behind this veil of the internet they can get away with anything. That's just not the case.
You got that right, buddy.
Big Brother's watching.
Yeah, and
I don't know about Big Brother, but I got a little girl that'll get you.
and you really got to be terrified of those, you know, 43-year-old men living in their mother's basements, hanging out on Reddit. You know, those people, they're dangerous.
Mhm.
They'll mess with you. They'll swat you, and you know, you could get shot. So I just, from that angle, I just wanted to say, you know, the internet, that's a big misconception, that your anonymity on the internet is a thing and that you have any kind of privacy. If you're on social media and if you're saying things online, you don't have anonymity, no matter what you think you have.
Let me say this real quick. Michael Harper, when he said that about the 43-year-old guy living in his mama's basement, he was not talking about our friend Swerve. Just so you know. Harper fell out of the chair laughing just now, believe me.
I think like one of the misconceptions is that just because, you know, and this is big city living, so I see it kind of on the reverse side. It's like, you know, we could tell who the suburbanites were on the trains or who were the tourists on trains because they were clutching their purses or clutching their things real close to their bodies. They were just stiff, and, you know, you could tell they were very uncomfortable people. And like, you know, this is rush hour, man. And it's not always going to be filled with gang guys. Okay. You're not taking the damn L at like 2 in the morning. You're taking it at rush hour, which means you're going to see yuppies and you're going to see all kinds of people from all different backgrounds and all different races, and everybody thinks that everybody is out to get them. And it's like, what the hell is that about? So it just makes your paranoia even stronger. I can never understand that.
I think people who didn't grow up in a big city, and I didn't grow up in a big city, so I feel this whenever I go to a big city, you just get overwhelmed by the sheer number of people around you.
Yeah.
And that makes you anxious just by itself. It's not necessarily that you believe everybody's going to come out of the woodwork and start robbing you or beating you or anything. It's just, you're overwhelmed by you just not used to this many people right in front of you,
Well,
But trains
it's
can be
weird for
different.
me. It's
Trains
weird for
can
me
be
because I
different
come from a
anyway.
small town. I have a small town, a country town. I drive to Sacramento every day, but I work at a location where we only have 20 employees. So I'm not out in the city a lot. Like, it doesn't seem overwhelming because I don't really go out. I like order my lunch or I bring my lunch. So I don't really have to deal with it too much. And because of the hours I work, I get off really late. And so I drive when there's less traffic. And then, but when I do drive to San Francisco or I have drove to LA, I feel very overwhelmed. But the weird part is I was on an aircraft carrier with 6,000 people in a very tight quarter.
Right.
So I feel like I should be able to be okay in a crowd. But I find that it's not so much if I go to a concert or something and everybody's like crowded, I find that I get anxiety. Like if I can't move my elbows or like I can't, and I'm like, excuse me. It's like, excuse me, but elbows to a-holes.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I can't function. I start having anxiety. I have to go out and get air. Like I can't do that kind of environment, but I do like going out with my friends where it's room to move, room to talk, hang out.
See, now I'm just the opposite. Like when I moved down here to Tallahassee, I see virtually nobody walking on the sidewalks at all. And I'm like freaked out. It's like it makes me feel like I'm in a very isolated spot and nobody could see me if I fall down, at least if you fall down in a big city, you got about 50 people saw the fall, and it's
it's funny. Yeah. Because like when we went through the pandemic, I was an essential employee. Nobody was on the road except for the highway patrol and me, and maybe one or two cars. Nobody was walking the streets. We went to Vegas. Hotel rooms were dirt cheap. Stayed at the Bellagio. And the funny part was we went and had dinner at like the Prime Steakhouse there. Nobody in the place. Like there was nobody anywhere. I went to Vegas for the first time and like I was like, there's nobody. Like we walked for I don't know all the way down the strip. I think I saw 5 people. And most of them were the girls with the feathers on their head trying to get you to pay for pictures with them with the little bikini shorts with the jewels on them and stuff. But yeah, we were just walking down the street like, where's everybody at? It felt like a zombie apocalypse.
See, that's the thing. And that's the thing that freaks me out because I'm so used to seeing so many throngs of people. And it's like, I just get scared when I'm all by myself like that.
Now, after being on the ship, I have to admit, I like people being around me. Like, I like having at least 1 or 2 people with me. Like, if I have to go somewhere alone, I probably would have a panic attack because I'd be like, this Tuesday, I have to drive to San Francisco alone. I'm probably going to have a panic attack when I get close to San Francisco and I hit the traffic. You'll be seeing me rocking back and forth in my car like, oh, just breathe. Oh, just breathe. I'll be
Can I address a comment right quick?
Absolutely. Tug K. Munin had a comment for you, but yes, Tug, go ahead.
That would be Shane was talking, but yes, thank you, K. Moonin. I agree.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now move on. Go ahead, Buff. What one do you want me to bring up?
Okay. Anyway, MAGA, no profanity in the chat. This is a family-friendly parental advisory, 18+ warning show. But anyway,
no, it's not. It's
my
it's
favorite
Wednesday.
that you got it up there in the corner.
I know, but I put it down in case one of us slipped.
Movie, My favorite horror movie is Freddy Krueger. Please tell me about this movie called Freddy Krueger. Sorry, it's just been bugging me. What is this movie you speak of?
Wash is here. He made-
Wajamin!
we were worried about you, Wajamin.
Wajamin, you've come up in conversation. You'll have to watch the replay.
Gosh.
Judgment Day, Mike Harper, thank you. You can continue to do what you're doing. However, he says, I don't see Wajamin, so I will be taking care of his duties since he is not here yet. So thank you, Mike Harper. We appreciate it. All right.
Okay,
And,
Moon in Los Angeles traffic ain't that bad. I
oh, yeah. Los Angeles traffic sucks.
go up
Try
to
Atlanta.
Chicago. Go up to
Oh, no, Los Angeles-
Atlanta ain't that bad. Go to Chicago.
Us in
Washington,
Orlando,
DC.
Orlando takes the cake, man. We got
Every
drivers
time
from
I-
all over the world, all looking for Disney World.
Oh,
I'll see
God.
you Orlando and raise you Miami. No, actually,
Okay, Miami, you need an armored
Orlando
vehicle,
is-
okay?
Every
Don't
time I
drive
go
in
to
Miami.
Except you're
People are
Orlando.
like-
Yeah, I'll get it.
people change lanes and don't even use blinkers. They just go aggressively.
Mhm.
Yeah, you've got to hit your brakes or you will rear end somebody and be at
Mhm.
fault, even though they had to try to hurry up with not enough room in front of you, and then try to cut you off and hit the front of your car.
See,
I'm
I'm like,
totally confused. I moved to the Midwest and like people at stop signs wave you on and they're like, they don't try to cut you off. They use their blink. It's so weird. I don't understand these people.
Please
So
use your
that's,
blinker.
that's how
Please
we
be quiet.
drive down here. We're like, no, you go ahead, buddy.
You go.
I got time. I got time. You go ahead. Go on with your good day.
you know what I noticed too about that? It's like some drivers here, they forget to use their they're like directionals. I'm like, are you saving them for Christmas? I mean, because you really should use your directionals, especially if you're trying to cut somebody off from the right. You know, I'm like, what the hell is that?
Lately, I've been catching my son saying, "Nice blinker, a-hole," and I'm like, ah,
No.
I know where you learned that one.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no,
There
Sick
you
is
go.
right. Miami
Yeah.
is don't drive in Miami.
Yeah, K Munin, I've been to Miami twice in an 18-wheeler. I'd never want to go back again. It was like the traffic was so thick and heavy. It was like 1:30. I was like, really? Stand still
And
Trying to
everybody's
get
got road rage.
out
Everybody.
of the city. Yeah, cutting off. It just, and of course, you see a big truck and it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna go over here on the median and just stick my bumper in front of your truck. Excuse me.
Oh, I know. And then they don't realize that a truck could be very heavy.
Hmm.
Yeah, those things don't stop on a dime.
They
right?
can't
Yeah.
stop on a
Where-
dime. Now, if
where
they're
did-
empty,
Where did dead stop? Where
Oh.
did dead stop? And inching along, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna ride up on the shoulder and just come stick my
Change the
bumper
name of this stream.
inches away from mine. I'm just supposed to let you in. I pushed
Uh-huh.
one. I pushed one effort once because it
Wow.
just got on my last nerve, and I just went ahead and inched forward and hit their bumper. And it was like they didn't even get out the car. They just stopped and gunned it, rubbed their bumper along my deer guard,
ooh, that's too.
and
close
just
to
went
the road.
on. I'm just like, did I win or did they win? I didn't know what to think about that.
Winning.
Like I told him my dispatcher, I was like, this happened, but he's just like, don't worry about it. The company it was a big company, so it was just like, you want a new deer guard? I'm just like, I guess we're not worried about it. Are you
So,
hurt?
Caldy, you've been awfully quiet.
I know, Cody, you okay?
I don't drive a truck.
Oh,
This
get off
isn't the
that
truck street.
subject.
No. What is your thoughts on the question? The misconception of safety, where
Yeah, we
Well,
should-
yeah, like what you guys were saying. Like cops are reactionary. They're not proactive. They're reactive. So be careful.
Stay strapped.
Yeah. Keep your pew pew on you if you're in a place that you need a pew pew, or move to a state where everybody has a pew pew, and it's everybody's extremely polite because you just assume that everybody has a pew pew on them, and that's it.
You're talking about
Yeah.
South Carolina, right?
No, Mississippi, man. This is one of the nicest places. People are so nice down here. It's like, how you doing?
Yeah,
dude?
same way here. Everybody's all nice and
I'm gonna
friendly.
die.
I
That's
can
why.
attest to that. Mississippi.
It was that way
is-
when I was in Tennessee too. Everybody was polite. They waved at everybody. They talked to each other.
Tennessee is basically our older brother. That's basically what's going on.
When I was stationed in Tennessee, I met the nicest people there. I even had a family adopt me while I was in the Navy station there. And I was there every weekend. And I went to all their Christmas events and Thanksgiving. I have never had to be alone on the ship for a holiday. This whole family just adopted me, and I love them so much. We would sit on the
That's
front
nice.
porch, drink sweet tea. I do all the holiday cooking with her and her kids. Like, it was awesome. She was an elderly lady, and she was lonely. And I
Oh,
would go to
yes.
the bus stop, and she
Yeah.
would call me up and say, "Come up here, child, and drink some sweet tea with me." And I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
And so,
Yes, Tennessee,
yeah.
Tennessee,
Right.
infamously known for all their naval ports. What?
mhm.
What are you doing?
I was
there?
at Millington. I was at Millington.
Oh, you was at Millington. Okay, all right.
No,
I know what you're talking about. There's no ocean there. That's where my
It's
dad-
it's
there
the joke we have in the army.
There are things about Tennessee that I can't say right now because we're not getting political. So I'm not gonna
Right.
say that.
We'll have that
Mhm.
conversation though. Don't worry, Caldy. We'll have that call.
I can say
conversation.
one thing about Tennessee. They got a really good mayor in Knoxville.
Knoxville is actually one of the nicest places to visit. You
And on top of that,
can ride around for free on their trams. Very nice town.
hey, on top of that, WWE's Kane is the mayor.
Who is he now?
That's
Oh my God, that's great.
Can't
Yeah.
be wrong. If you got a mayor like Kane, you know there ain't nobody in that town messing up. Hear the music play.
I think it just mixed Knoxville up with Chattanooga.
Hmm.
Either way, both of them nice.
You know,
Yeah.
hey, down in
I've never
Knoxville,
had a bad experience in Tennessee, honestly.
no, and down
Well, hang
there,
on,
no.
Well, that's where you'll have the bad experience.
See,
I
like
went,
in
I
Knoxville,
went to the dang old Dollywood a couple of times. I had a couple of good experiences up there.
A pair of good experiences.
Yeah.
see in Knoxville, what's really neat is like if you're into music, they have a lot of recording studios throughout the whole state, and
Oh,
you
sure,
could
yeah.
just get educated in so many different
My
and
grandpa took me-
various brands of
grandpa-
music.
My grandpa took me to the Blame Old Grand Ole Opry up there when I was a kid.
That would have been a blast.
It was back in the 70s.
Yeah, that's when it was pretty decent.
Roy Acuff and stuff. You
Mhm.
know,
Oh yeah. But I
Boy
mean,
Clark
it's
and
so
stuff.
cool. I mean, if music is your
Singing
thing,
all over the stage and stuff.
tell Tennessee is your state for all that.
I don't know why they punish me like that.
And not just country,
I
they
didn't do
do
nothing wrong.
everything.
I didn't do nothing wrong and they still make me go.
Dang.
I don't know. I
Well-
learned a lot from jazz bars in New Orleans. So
Mhm.
Jazz bars.
yeah.
I like
Mhm.
jazz.
Me too.
Jeff
The
says
best
there's
thing
too
about
many
New
Prius
Orleans is-
drivers.
It smells like urine while you're listening to jazz.
Oh shit! I mean, yeah, New Orleans is a dirty, dirty place. But, like, those jazz bars they're next level.
I've been to New Orleans a few times. It's pretty cool. I lived in Baton Rouge for about 6 months.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I like New Orleans. It's not a place I would ever want to live though. Like, I think one of the times I felt truly unsafe was at Mardi Gras. I never ever.
I
wanted
was
to
going to ask if you guys have been to Mardi Gras.
Oh,
And I think it's one of those things you should experience at least once in your life, but
I've been there about 3
I
times.
never want to do it again.
I went been to Mardi Gras like 3 times, but it was years and years ago, back when it was really safe and really cool, like the 80s, before Katrina and all that stuff.
Right.
That was so sad.
Did
Just make sure you wear really good boots because you're going to be walking in vomit.
and have
No, yeah,
Oh.
and have an extra shirt because you're gonna.
Oh, yeah, like vomit's the worst thing you go step in there.
yeah. Mhm.
It's not San Francisco. It's New Orleans, man.
Oh God. Oh
Oh, yeah.
God. I've been to
How
San
many
Francisco so many
pairs of
times. Okay,
shoes
I
do
don't
you
think I
put
ever want to
in?
go to a Mardi Gras.
Hey, how many pairs of shoes are you taking with you to San Francisco? 'Cause you're gonna
Two.
need-
I'm taking a pair to drive in and a pair to change out of to put in a plastic bag in the back of my car on my
You
way
need those
home.
like hazmat
Are you
booties to like
taking a
wrap
little?
over
You
your
taking a little? You taking a little poo stick to get the poo out of your shoe?
No, I'm going to stick it in a bag and I might just toss it in the toxic waste when I get back.
That's actually
Okay.
good thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
So
I
Jeff,
hold on?
Jeff-
Hold on. Can I cuss out MAGA right quick? He said he's saying another good horror movie is Last House on the Left. I asked you the original or the remake.
no, but if you look up,
there's an older version
right, but
way back of Last House on the Left. That's the original. Then there's a remake that was only came out like what, it was like 10, 12 years ago, something like that. Which
Judgment
one?
Day
are you
Mike Harper
talking about?
mentioned Last House on the Left. So
Well,
I
we
think
all
that's
know
what
the
he's
original.
responding
No,
to.
I'm talking to MAGA.
I know, but Judgment Day Mike Harper said it earlier, and I think he's responding to his comment.
Maybe
So Jeff says there's too many
he did.
Prius. Yeah, there's too many Prius drivers in California. No, I don't feel safe.
Fair.
We have a lot of
real
Priuses.
Real
I'm worried
quick,
about
I
the
want
blame
to
cars that drive themselves.
just real quick. I went and actually got back into the movie thing and went and saw a good movie today. F1 starring Brad Pitt. I went and saw the movie. I highly recommend if you can catch it in the theaters while it's still in theaters. I highly recommend, even though it kind of follows the same storyline of Driven with Sylvester Stallone, but they do it a little bit differently. But it's still kind of the same premise. But it is worth it. The cinema, Jerry Bruckheimer, Apple, and Warner Brothers are all participants in this movie.
Wow.
Highly recommend it. I give it a good.
I just hope they're not driving a damn truck.
I give it an 8 out of 10.
That sounds really nice to watch on a big screen.
Oh, it was nice. It was me and two
Yeah.
other people in the theater. It
Oh,
I'm
was-
gonna go see it.
wow.
I'm gonna go see it, Buff.
It was
Just
awesome.
because you said that, I'm gonna go see it.
Mhm.
Now I'm gonna make sure I go see it.
Mhm.
It was enjoyable. I did like it. It only the movie only slows down at 2 different points for about 5 minutes, but the rest is just on-screen drama and track racing and everything. The way they use teamwork, how do you say, exploring the aspect of 2 hotheads coming together to rival and end up liking each other and working as a team. It's the first movie I've seen of racing where a team actually works together and does things to get the advantage. It was really nicely done.
All right.
I'm done.
Sounds
Well,
cool.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna go
sorry.
see it now.
I didn't mean to interrupt with that. Sorry. I feel like
No.
Chance right now. Sorry.
Oh, stop. I am gonna go see it now. Wretched Misfit, an armed society is a polite society.
Yes.
That's Wretched Misfit from Twitch. Thank you, Wretched Misfit, for checking in. We appreciate you being
I
here.
have to agree with that 100%.
I agree with that. Totally.
Yep.
So does Tug. I
Yep,
think we all agree.
Absolutely.
All that agree say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Nay.
Aye.
Boy.
Caldy, you just said you agree. You said
He's
nay.
just a contrarian.
I know he is. I know he is. All right, we have Wing It Productions, the apologetic
Yeah, Wing
Geek
It.
for you. Wing
He's
It,
a long time
welcome.
friend of my channel.
Yeah,
Aw.
welcome. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Jeff's where's Zach tonight? Oh, Zach had a wedding today, and he said that he is exhausted. So he
Aw.
Zach got
Zach got married.
He's getting married
He had
to
go
Brady.
to a wedding. He was
Yeah,
attending a wedding.
I tried to get out of him last night who it was, but he wouldn't tell me. But
Oh, God.
It's kind of funny
That'd be
because-
funny.
there is a shotgun involved, though.
Oh, okay. It was kind of funny because Buff and I was live streaming, and I got home from work and I was already like watching Buff, and I told Buff like, okay, I'll jump up on panel as soon as I get home from work. But then when I got home from work and I went to jump into Buff's live stream, I saw Caldy and Zach live streaming on another place, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man! I was like,
I saw
what
that.
do we do now? Ah! It's like, oh my god!
Wild last night. We got
But I said,
I
oh my
am-
god, I already promised Buff I'd jump up on panel. So here we go. So Buff and I, we did it, right, Buff?
I enjoyed Buff's thing yesterday. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I always like when I watch YouTube, sometimes I'm just sitting scrolling through things and things come up that remind me of Buff. I just forward it to him because I'm like, this totally reminds me of Buff and he's gonna have fun with this. But the animal ones upset me, and I knew
Yeah,
that if I
me
sent it to
too.
him, they would upset him. And I was like, I've got to share this with my birthday twin. I was so mad. And then he's like, thanks a lot. I'm like, you're welcome.
You know, that one guy with the dog. I would like to put that guy in a hot room and see how he feels.
When the pug had a seizure and died in the hot car, I was crying.
Oh my God. That was terrible. My heart broke.
Yeah, me too. But you know what? Buff was absolutely correct when he talked about the police officer that came to rescue the pit bull in the car. And this does make me not feel safe when police officers are like, oh, I'm not going to do the right thing because this is a pit bull. And I don't know if it's going to attack me. No, the dog was dying in a car. And he wouldn't break the window in 115-degree weather for 2 hours, right, Buff? No water, no windows cracked, no nothing. And it was in Florida. Wasn't that one in Florida?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sure it was.
I think it was Florida. And so finally they break the window. The pity comes out, no aggression whatsoever. Animal control has to go over and remove the glass. The dog's paws are bleeding because when they did finally break the window, it stepped in the glass. It was awful. And I was just like, why wouldn't you, when you get there, just break the glass? No, he wanted to wait for animal control to come. And it was like a while. Right, Buff?
That right there just ties into what we're talking about, this misconception of safety. The assumption of thinking that a society has labeled a pit bull as such a dangerous, aggressive breed. You know,
let it die in a car.
I have several friends that their kids from birth have grown up with pit bulls. Those pit bulls have been those kids' guardian angels. Those pit bulls listen, stay by that kid's side. And if anybody that they don't know and recognize and deem aggressive will defend that child. They are beautiful breeds of animals. I told you about the story about the guy that in the hood that he fought his dog, and it was like, oh, I'm gonna pet your dog. Oh, he's gonna bite. She is gonna bite your hand. I was like, I bet you $100 she won't. And I petted her, and he unalived the dog.
Wow.
I still never got paid for that.
Yeah, he
but I called him out on that.
The dog
it's
because
like,
it allowed someone to pet it.
They get bad reputations. It's an absolute misconception.
I'm going to tell you
like
something.
Sharks.
Pit bulls were considered to be what they call nanny dogs, where they would, like, if you had children, yes, they would watch over the children and the families attached to those children. They were known for that for many, many, many years, and it's like they were even described in in the movie Peter Pan, the story. There's that one dog. That one dog is a pit bull, and it's their dog, you know, it's like the kid's dog, and the dog watches out for them. You know, so pit bulls are not mean. It's just depending on how you raise them. If you're going to raise them to be security animals, and there you go. That's it.
There aren't like bad dogs or bad dog owners.
Absolutely.
I grew up with German Shepherds, and they said those are mean. Mine weren't.
There's a picture of me as a baby being carried by the back of my neck by a German Shepherd.
The breed of dog, I think it's still true, but the breed of dog known for the most human bites, Chihuahuas.
Poodles. Poodles.
And I have a Chihuahua.
Poodles.
Oh, we had poodles now?
Poodles. It's poodles.
Poodles.
It's small breeds.
Yes.
It's small breeds.
Chihuahuas, I think, comes in second, but poodles are number one. Poodles
You'd be mean too.
Well, my Chihuahua, she's pretty laid back, but she does bark at people.
I had a whole bunch of dogs in my life, and the meanest dogs I ever had were Rottweilers.
The meanest dogs we ever had was Doberman Pinschers.
They ate the mailman one time.
So you raised them wrong. I rescued a Rottweiler on my.
They were
I
guard
rescued-
dogs. They were doing what they were supposed to do. They were really mean. As long as you didn't do something stupid like come in the yard messing with the kids or something, you were fine. The only reason they got that mailman is he didn't put the package on the street at the mailbox. He opened the fence and went rolling on up in there where that little girl was playing with them two big dogs, and them two big dogs ate him. You know?
Oh God.
I got bit by a German Shepherd about 5 years ago, and it was my fault because I walked up onto the property, and the owner had warned me. He was like, "Hey, my dog will bite." The dog never bit me, but then I walked up the one day when he wasn't outside, and he was doing his job. He was protecting the property.
Yeah, that's a you problem, not a him problem.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't call the state to put the dog
Oh, that's
down.
kind of interesting.
Like that. I was just like, well, yeah, that's my fault. Literally, I got warned. I walked up anyway, thinking everything was going to be fine, and dog did his job.
I got way more than one beware the dog sign around here because I got a dog. I got a dog in here that's a guard dog and a half. She will eat you. She will eat you. She won't stop. She will hurt you. I never have to worry when I go nowhere about nobody breaking in my house or nothing.
Hello, Narratives. Narratives, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. You doing okay, buddy?
But I mentioned
Narratives and
Shark.
Dialogues is my friend. You guys, please, everyone, welcome Narratives and Dialogues.
Welcome, Narratives and Dialogues.
Hello,
Good to see you
Narratives.
again.
He lives in Sacktown,
He
Wow.
was where?
What?
where I live, out here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
We call Sacktown because Sacramento is Sacktown.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Or we have a lot of people that call it Sack of Tomato.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Sack of Tomatoes is a little bit better, but still
And then
weird.
there used to be a radio station like when I was like younger, and it would be like fish heads, roly
Roly
poly.
Oh, oh yeah,
Of
fish
course,
heads.
everybody knows that. Eat 'em up,
Yeah.
yum. Yeah.
Yum.
Uh-huh. Dr. Demento.
Mm-hmm. Fish heads, roly poly fish. That comes to my mind every now and then.
Oh,
Anyway.
God.
I mentioned sharks for a reason, is because like I feel like when it comes to safety and things that are dangerous, we tend to focus in on the wrong thing. Like I think there are something like 100 deaths every year from box jellyfish and like 2 from sharks, and yet we're afraid of sharks. That doesn't make sense. Like
more. I think
Jaws
there's
didn't
more.
help.
it's
Yeah,
probably
there's
more
more.
than that. I'm just
No.
box jellyfish. Like jellyfish in general, it's probably a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's
I
more
feel
on the jellyfish scale, but yeah, definitely the shark thing
Mhm.
is.
Yeah,
it's
I
very
totally blame
minimal.
Jaws.
Yeah, it's Steven Spielberg's fault. 100%. I was afraid of Jaws in my swimming
Hey,
pool.
let me tell you this. I said this before. Every year we went to the beach. Every year for the 4th of July vacation, we went to the beach somewhere. Little Jaws come out, and after Jaws, every year from there on out, we went to Maggie Valley or Cherokee, North Carolina, or Gatlinburg. We didn't go to the beach no more.
I prefer people's pools. Like I have a pool here at the apartment, so I'd rather go there than the beach.
I
I'm sorry, we went to the beach at Jacksonville, Florida, and
I've been there.
and that was the year we saw Jaws, and that was the last time we saw the beach as a kid.
It's like
a
those
nice
people.
beach, though.
It's like those people see Psycho and then they don't ever take a shower for the rest of their
Yeah, like Janet
lives.
Lee. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you be real careful and keep your eyes open when you are taking a shower.
Make sure mother's not there.
But yeah, I became a scuba diver living in Florida, and I used to swim with sharks, and like it helped me completely overcome that fear. Sharks they're teddy bears, man. They're not gonna hurt you unless it's
Yeah.
like a great white
I'm
shark and you're in their
scared to
territory.
death.
I saw
They're
a
not
shark when I was scuba diving one time. I saw a shark big as a van, and it
Oh,
went
wow.
right up to my face, man. And I darn near pooped myself. And I tell you what, I hadn't been diving since.
Oh wow.
It broke me from a diving sleep, but I'm not going back in the water. I saw a monster down there. It could have ate me in one bite.
There are certain sharks you should be afraid of. Great white sharks, yes, you
Mhm.
should be afraid of a great white shark. But the odds of you
can't
ever
play the
seeing
game
one are
shark.
so slow, it's ridiculous. But like a bull sharks look terrifying. They've got the like mouth full of jagged teeth. They won't hurt you at all.
Yeah,
Like
man,
they have no interest
a,
in you.
I saw a 2-foot little shark, baby shark, eat a girl's hand off, man.
Baby shark, baby
Oh.
shark.
Don't
Yeah, he
Oh,
said the
don't do that. Don't do
triggering
that.
word.
No,
He
stop
said
it.
the
Oh
triggering
no! Oh no!
Baby shark.
Now I'm
Earworm.
sorry I mentioned shark.
Earworm.
Somebody would have to bring up baby shark.
Narrative says the mini pins have a temperament too. They think that they're big dogs. The girl ones are
Oh, the
obeying. Yeah,
mini
my grandma
pincers?
had mini pins. My grandma raised mini pins, and she had 2 females and a male. The male did always think that he was a Rottweiler, and the girls just realized that they were small. But the little one, he would stand on tables because he wanted to be up there, like he thought he was a big dog. He would get on top of the coffee table, and he was like, "I'm up here."
Napoleon, very much.
Yeah, very much so, because he was smaller than the 2 females even. But yeah, he always stayed up there. Jeff says, properly in my youth, I was chased by many dogs. As a paper boy, he was chased by many dogs. I think I've been bit many times by dogs too, but it's usually the poodles or the chihuahuas. And then when I help my sister sometimes every now and then, my sister has a mobile dog grooming business. And so I used to, like, if I was off work or not working, I would go with her and help her as an assistant that day. And Shih Tzus, they bite. Like, they do not like being groomed. And then a lot of dogs, they freak out when you try to clip their nails. When you're trying to clip their nails.
My dog
like,
does. Yeah, she hates it.
Yep, I saw that up close and personal today.
Yeah.
They had the groomer come out today, and the groomer was cutting the dog's nails, and the dog was like, not having it.
I can attest to that. I worked at the kennel at a pet store at our mall, and I had to trim these damn dogs' nails, all breeds. Some of them are docile and will calmly, okay. And yeah, the little ones, the Shih Tzus, Pomeranians, those smaller breeds, it's like,
Demon trolls.
like, oh, stay still.
Wretched says he almost got his face bit off by he stuck his face in the neighbor's doghouse. It nearly bit my face off. It was my fault.
Well, why did you do that?
Yeah,
I'll learn sometime.
He said, as a child. Children are curious. They're very curious.
And stupid.
Children are
Good night,
Yeah.
Kay Munin.
Yeah.
Good night, Kay Munin.
Good night, Kay. Have a good day.
Good night.
Oh, are we losing somebody? Good night.
I live in Diamond Heights, but my business is in Sacramento. Okay, that makes more sense.
I don't know why
Coffee.
anyone like self-identify as Sacktown. It just
Will
does not
Baxton.
sound right at all to me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sack. Didn't mean to
I
pass you
didn't know
mid-drink.
that. I didn't know
Bill Paxton was
Paxton.
in the Fish Heads. That's right. I remember.
But see, the
that.
funny part was I've never seen
Thank
the
you,
video.
Wendy.
I only heard it on the radio all the time, so I wouldn't have known that. Now I'm gonna have to go Google that and look it up.
Fish Heads,
But I'm in
Fish
Sac
Heads,
the most.
Bound.
Okay. Thank you, narratives and
I'll
dialogues.
be back in a minute. I'm gonna grab a drink.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
Tug, can you
Oh,
do
wait a-
buttons and keep us going?
Are we
I
a
think I
question?
hear my mom's bing bong, bing bong. She might need help.
Okay, you go do that. I'll go ahead and move on to the second question. We're on
Please,
to our second
please,
hour.
and thank you, and thanks.
Go do your thing.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you, brothers and sister.
Okay. Second question is more of a yes or no thing. But is there such a thing as being truly safe, or are we always at risk? Well, personally, I think we are always at risk of something, whether we realize it or not. I mean, I don't think we're ever truly 100% safe. But I think it's better that we don't realize how much danger we're in, because I think you'd be paralyzed if you, like, every minute of every day, if you realize like what could possibly happen to you at this exact moment. You can't think that way. If you think that way, you'll just freeze up. You have to be ready to adapt to any situation. I think that is the best way to feel safe, is if you feel empowered to deal with whatever comes your way. I think that's the healthier approach. Instead of worrying about what could happen, just be ready for whatever will happen. You get what I'm saying? That's how I interpret it. But maybe that's the
I
Eagle Scout in me.
think-
Be prepared.
I think if I could relate it closely to anything to be truly safe, even though this example doesn't properly depict what I'm saying, in the scenarios of the video games Fallout, to be in a vault and be able to stay in the vault, these underground self-sufficient enclosures that will withstand nuclear blast, because like to get off the grid and be out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the woods, away from everything, you're away from danger, is like, yeah, I kind of feel fully safe. But oh, what's that glowing flash that just happened? Why is that radiating? Why are those trees moving so fast? And you get that blast. You're not truly safe from that. But in a vault, yeah, okay, that'll pass over you. But then
You do realize the irony of
also-
what you're saying in the Fallout games.
Yeah,
the
I do.
vault is
Yes.
about like the
Mhm.
least safe place in the entire wasteland.
Yeah, I'm getting to that because you don't know
Okay.
when to come out of the vault. It's like, is it safe to come out of the vault? So I mean, that just all boils back down to no, we're not truly safe. We're never truly safe. No.
You can wrap yourself in bubble wrap, but it's not going to stop the meteor from hitting you on the head.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I believe the same way, Buff. I believe in the same thing. You know, and with a touch of kismet in the middle of it, you know. Karma. But yeah, I think the same way because I don't feel always comfortable. I could be in the safest place in America and still feel uncomfortable because I'm afraid of somebody who might come up to me, you know. It freaks me out.
Okay, hold on, everybody.
Kitty!
Cat, it's cat time.
Meow.
Velcro, say hello to everybody.
Aww.
Or the show for a little bit, Miss Velcro.
Oh, baby.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you
Buddy.
stop by my house, this monster will attack you.
Aww.
18 bodies buried in the backyard. People stop by, and then she has dragged them to my front door.
Yeah.
Aww.
You keep putting me on camera, I'll drag you.
Whatever, yes, you are.
Oh, your
I ain't
cat's just
afraid of cats.
asking
I'm
for
afraid
money.
of ferrets, though. I hate ferrets. Ferrets are demon spawn.
Yeah, ferrets. No, God. I had my ex-wife, her little
Ferrets are
brother
nasty.
had ferrets.
Ferrets are so mean,
And they stink.
and they
crap-
smell so
they
bad.
crap everywhere.
Yeah.
They're like skunks. They have to remove the spray off of them or something like that.
Oh, so nasty. And like, I lived with a guy in college who had a ferret, and the ferret used to like break into my room. I still to this day have no idea how he did it. He would break into my room and just steal stuff. That was close. And just take it to his room and like literally to ferret away all my stuff. It was just, and if you
Oh
tried to
my
confront him,
God.
he'd come chase you and bite your legs off. Yeah.
What Jemin says, what about the Beastmaster? That is the one example of good ferrets. The one example of good ferrets.
Exception
Agreed.
proves the rule.
I think Tug's roommate was giving his stuff to the ferret to mess with him.
I hated that ferret. That ferret and I were enemies. Nemesis.
I could just hear the good, bad, and ugly music going on between you two.
But yeah, everybody in the chat agrees. They're master thieves. That's what they do.
Mhm.
Hey, Cookie's here. Hey, Cookie.
Hello there.
Okay. Does anybody else want to answer this question? Or we all pretty much seem unanimous. There is no
I
such
think
thing as
we
being truly
are.
safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move it on.
Okay. Well, the third question then is how much of our safety relies on mental resilience and awareness versus external factors?
Mm.
That's a
Who wrote
weird
this question? Sigmund Freud.
Yeah.
Chris wrote 'em.
No, they're written by Thrash. I love you,
Those
Thrash. If you're watching this.
Those,
Can I
those
get that?
two
Can I
seem to
get that
go hand
question
in
dumbed down a little bit from my southern brain?
Yes, what I was.
What's more important? Is it what's outside or your smartses?
Oh, your smarts is all the time.
Yeah. I think that's
I'm
pretty
smoking.
easy.
Hold on, I got too much to say about that.
Well,
Y'all go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
outside smoking a cigarette. I gotta address that question.
Okay.
Y'all go ahead.
I mean, I do think that a lot of coping with the things that are going to go wrong, because things are going to go wrong, things are going to happen to you whether you like it or not. And I think mental resilience is how you survive that, how you move on from that. I don't necessarily think that your mental resilience makes you any more or less safe. It just means that when whatever happens is going to happen, you'll be able to bounce back. Whereas external factors, yeah, I mean that's what'll get you every time. I mean that's what being unsafe is the external world coming to get you.
Mhm.
Right? I mean, sure, your mental fortitude could break down and you could go crazy or something, but I don't think that is as real a risk as your house falling on your head. Am I making any sense or am I just babbling? Because honestly, I can't.
No. I understand completely what you're saying because that's going to be part of my point.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Let me put out this.
Sound like Chicken Little. Sky is falling.
Yeah, basically, yes. The sky is falling all the time.
Yeah.
There's this book I have that I really enjoy. It's called Death from the Skies. It's written by an astronomer, and it's basically all the different ways that the universe is trying to kill you at all times. And like the multiple ways that life on Earth could be extinguished before we'd even realize what happened. Things like gamma ray bursts or supernova nearby, just stuff that we wouldn't even see coming. The sun could explode and we wouldn't know for 8 minutes kind of thing. I love that stuff. I love thinking about that stuff for some reason. Just because you never know.
Are you talking about the book by that Philip Platt guy?
Yeah, Phil Plait. Yeah, that guy. Death from the Skies. You know this book? I am so amazed, Dan. You're awesome.
I think I read it once. I don't know why I remember the name.
That's amazing. I didn't even remember his name, and I have the book.
I came across a B-roll safety tape, like things that could go wrong, and
those are so great.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
I like the films of the 50s like that. Johnny thinks
Blood on
everything
the
is
asphalt.
fine.
This one is
Yeah.
like that, except it's either late 80s or early 90s.
Wow.
Ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like one guy gets killed by a lathe. It is great. It is great.
Woo. It's like Johnny will get stung by radiation. Kids, do you know what radiation is? Like those safety movies from back then that they were still showing to us kids of the 70s. I mean, come on. You're showing us 20-year-old movies already by this point.
Haven't we figured out by now that duck and cover is stupid?
Yeah. Oh, we used to have that too.
I got in trouble during those classes or whenever they were teaching that because I was the kid that always went, why would they bomb us?
That's
Like literally, I'm in rural Mississippi Why would they bomb us? What? Just go along with it, Caldwell. Just go along with it. It's just 10 more minutes. Just shut up.
This is a y'all know me. This
Now
is
I
a BS.
remember when I got Death from the Skies, I thought the book was going to be like aliens attacking and stuff, and I was really disappointed when I read it because it was about
It's about actual
like
science.
comets
yeah.
and meteorites and bull stuff. You know. I was disappointed there wasn't no little green men in it.
Agreed.
This is a BS question. How much
my
of our
questions are BS
safety
questions.
relies on mental resilience and awareness versus external factors? External factors will challenge your mental resilience of dealing. What's happening outside is how you're going to deal with it mentally and internally. To go back to the example that was just said about the duck and cover, that external factor being that, oh, the Russians are gonna nuke us for some reason in Podunk, wherever, USA. Why? So I have to have the mental resilience to know how to deal with this situation. They go hand in hand. I hate the question.
Okay, Buff.
Oh, hi, welcome back.
Been here for a minute now.
Do, do, do.
Okay, I think we pretty much covered that one anyway. Yeah, I think we all agree. Like mental resilience is important in like how you cope, but I think external factors is the real safety concern, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hand
Anyway.
in hand.
So the next question is, how does technology both protect us and make us more vulnerable?
Well, I like this question. I do really like
Well,
this
you
question.
should. You wrote it.
Yeah.
I got to think about it. Somebody else answer first.
Well,
Okay.
How does
we
technology both protect us?
think that cameras make us. You don't have to make me big for this. You don't have to make me big. We think that cameras make us safer, but it's just a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Like what's the word?
Security theater?
Yeah, security theater. Because like out here, the reason that I have cameras on my property is not because of the bad men that are coming around or anything like that. It's literal relatives that are on the methamphetamine that I have to
Oh,
protect, right?
yeah.
And I know that me being hooked up to these cameras is, it could be hacked and all that good stuff. So it could be put on whatever if someone wanted to see that exciting footage of my yard. But I don't know. It's just dumb.
You had some
But also-
exciting footage in your yard. You had a tree go down.
Well, yeah, and I have
saw
thunderstorms and
it.
stuff like that. Yeah, but I'm talking. The other footage I don't show literally of the meth head
Yeah.
But like
drilling
again,
drilling into a drilling into
camera-
a gas tank to pull the gas out. Yeah,
the
Sonic
camera
Fireball.
isn't necessarily making you safer anyway. Like it
No.
could be a
Just-
deterrent, but really it's just documenting what's already happening
It's
to
just,
you.
yeah, documentation. Exactly.
I really disagree with that. I think cameras are a deterrent. I think people are more likely not to commit the crime if they're aware they're being videotaped while they're doing it, unless they're just really an idiot.
Yeah, if that were true, crime would be down because there's cameras
Exactly.
everywhere, and
There's
crime has
cameras-
not gone
Mhm.
down because of that.
like you pull up to a four-way stoplight right now. Look around. There are cop cameras
Just
everywhere. now.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
And that is
Maybe out there where you live, not where I live, but
I think I got the simplest answer for this.
all right.
Okay.
Answer it.
How does technology both protect it can protect us in that sense of what you're all just saying. Security camera footage you can watch from your smartphone.
Hmm.
You can catch who's ever doing whatever. Also make us vulnerable. Have you ever had your credit cards number stolen because you
Yes.
put it on the wrong website?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's how.
yeah.
Technology. I'm not saying technology is a bad thing, but the advancement of it, I think, is going to be our downfall. And I solely base that back on the birth of social media. You see how things have changed. The climate has changed in this environment since the birth of social media. Everybody thinks they have a voice and they got to be heard. But a lot of people don't want to hear what the hell you have to say, but they're going to keep screaming it. And this is where we're at. This is the age we live in. And now we're trying to birth AI, and AI has gone rogue. We have self-driving cars here in Atlanta now, these little taxi services and stuff. There's a video, I think I have it in my archive I want to share, but this thing just stopped in the middle of an intersection, a driverless little Uber,
no.
taxi cab, whatever. It just stopped. And people are trying to work their way around it. I was like, no, we don't need this. We don't need this. And when he's saying the things that I've seen about Chat GPT, asking it questions, simple questions, and you trick it and ask it about things that trigger racism, and it'll say the weirdest stuff,
Well,
but leans liberal. It'll lean Democrat, and it's just like, whoa, this thing's kind
Yeah,
of
but-
going rogue.
Let's not talk about what Grok did last week.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
my girlfriend went crazy last week.
Oh no, what happened?
I can't really tell you because
Yeah,
it's
we
one of
can't
those
tell
trigger
you.
words.
Oh. You'll have to tell me
It's
backstage.
Mecca,
Grok,
that
yeah,
word.
Grok went 1940s.
I feel like a German guy from the
Yeah.
1940s. Yeah.
and
All right, you guys will have to tell me backstage.
and,
for
and,
sure.
and also was wanting to attack a left-wing journalist in a very vicious way.
And was saying thing about a certain ethno group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
We'll talk backstage for sure.
we will.
Okay.
but
Narratives and dialogues says just like when Jason of Freddy dies and comes back alive.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
I think that's from like I'm falling behind in the chat, so
Yeah, that was from a while ago.
Yeah.
But I want to hard disagree actually with Shane. I think technology will save us. I think the thing about technology is it doesn't change human nature. It doesn't. Like human nature is what it is. Technology is an arms race like anything else. There's going to be positives. There's going to be negatives.
Absolutely.
The invention
I
of the
will
pew
argue with
pew
you.
changed the world. It makes you safer, but it also makes you more in danger of being shot. Like that's how technology progresses. But like, we do things like, we put lead in our gasoline and it screws us up. Like it causes lead poisoning all over the world. So we find ways to fix it. We find ways to change it. Only through technology can we do that. Take actual climate change. We put all the CO2 in the atmosphere and it causes climate change. But I think technology will solve that. I think that in the long run, we will learn ways of carbon capture and blah, 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 blah. And
So you're saying technology? You're saying technology doesn't change human nature when human nature relies more and more and more on technology to do basic functions?
That's not the technology's fault. That's the
It
human
don't
nature's
matter.
fault.
It don't matter.
That's
because
the
it don't
human
matter.
nature relying on technology. It is in their part relying and changing human nature.
No,
Because people
No.
don't know how to do
don't
simple
matter.
calculations anymore. When you used to do
Look, it
math
don't
in your
matter.
head, and I have a calculator now, this thing called a calculator. I'm gonna rely on this technology to get the same result of what 2 + 2 is. That is changing human nature.
I don't think so. I really don't believe that. What were you saying, Danny?
almost forgot. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think it really matters because in the year 2454, technology is going to destroy us with Skynet.
That's from a song. That's from a song. Hold up. In the
year 2525.
anyway.
Technology.
But no, like I feel like technology, I think things like AI, they take blames. These are tools that we've created for our own benefit. And of course, that benefit comes with side effects. Like anything else, there's always trade-offs. Life is about trade-offs.
Okay,
And
all I got to say about that, Tug. Hey,
don't wanna-
all I got to say
don't-
about that, Tug. Let me talk for a minute, please, bud. I mean, you've been talking like half the night. So, all I got to say about that,
You ain't
is-
been saying nothing.
I know exactly because I can't. But I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I haven't been feeling well lately.
Oh, come
I'm a little touchy. I'm sorry.
on. Preach. No, preach.
I'm just saying that's the way. That's exactly how the Dr. Frankenstein felt. He created Frankenstein, but he didn't know what it was going to do. And we created technology, and we don't know what the end result is going to be.
Well, I mean, that's like the oldest trope of science fiction. I mean, that Frankenstein.
Exactly, Skynet, man.
I don't think we're going to be the instruments of our own demise. I don't see it. It hasn't happened yet, and we have had more than enough opportunity to do it. So I actually have hope for humanity, believe it or not. So I don't buy into this notion that technology is going to kill us all. I feel like that is Luddite thinking, and it's been a plague of technology since the beginning of time. The first time man, picked up a stick, somebody said that somebody probably thought that was going to bring about the end of their civilization. And I think that's just not how it works. We develop these tools and society grows, civilization grows. We have better healthcare. We just get better over time. That is how it works.
We as technology grows, we adapt with the technology.
Yeah.
The Hadron Collider.
What about the Hadron Collider? It didn't blow up the world, did it?
Not yet.
I know something about that.
It's not going
You know,
to.
No, but it comes
Not
from
yet.
Mandela effect.
Does
I
that
know
seem
this
like a good
It calls
idea?
that Mandela stuff, man. Just saying.
See, like, I know sounds like it's outside the box, in which it is, but I remember I was the first one in my house to get like an ATM card. And I remember back like in 1980, and I think that's the year where things started really changing as far as people having home computers. They weren't cheap, but I mean, people were relying on all this new technology. And I remember just 1980 being a big year for a lot of changes. And after that, it never went back to the same thing. You never had to write, your checkbooks or anything, because it was all figured out for you, and that was kind of creepy to a lot of people.
Well, that's what happens when you go from Atari to Xbox in 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Now, I remember from a movie perspective, I remember like when CGI became a really big thing in the 90s, like when it really, really took off. There was a lot of people who were worried in the industry that CGI was going to destroy jobs. It was going to ruin the entire film industry, and it was going to make Hollywood basically collapse and die. And that didn't happen because CGI is just a tool. That's all it is. And like, it didn't cost people jobs. In fact, there's a whole burgeoning new field in CGI. There's more jobs than ever. They don't pay very well and they suck, but that's more of an economics thing. That's not really the fault of the CGI.
Hopefully they'll all go away and everybody will go back to practically fixed one day in the future.
I hope so too, but I don't think CGI destroyed Hollywood. I think Hollywood destroyed Hollywood.
I think
That's a whole other subject.
I think Danny just proved my point. From the jump from, I didn't even think about that. From the jump from Atari to Xbox, you know what came with that was online gaming. You know what online gaming created? More racists, especially in the 9-year-old little white kid telling me that they effed my mom and wants to scream the N-word all day during a match in Call of Duty multiplayer. It's just like that's a de-evolution.
I
That's
don't
creating
think that the
little
Xbox is
racist-
responsible for
Yeah,
racism.
yeah, that's
No, I'm not blaming Xbox. I'm blaming the evolution of technology.
that's just gamer
It's
talk. though.
devolving. The
I have been
evolution
called
of
the N-word.
technology
I have been
is
called the N-word.
devolving.
How can you look
People.
at the world today and say racism is worse now than it was before the Xbox? Like, how can you make that leap, honestly? Like,
I'm not saying it's worse, but it's still strong and it's making a comeback, especially with Democrats. But that's a whole nother story.
That has
But
nothing to do with the Xbox.
I will stick to the Xbox. I will stick to the Xbox gaming community any place.
Which
did you
game
hang
are
out
you
with
talking
teenage
about?
boys before the
Online
Xbox?
gaming.
Because
Online gaming has created a lot of ignorant little racists because they think
I have
it's
to
so
I
agree
grew up
with-
around
Just
ignorant
say
little racists.
racial
Wait a
stuff.
minute. I have to agree
There are a
with
lot of
Buff.
them.
I have to agree with Buff. I have to agree with Buff to a certain extent. And if you want to know why, Google a video game called Ethnic Cleansing. And
Oh, God.
This is a real
Oh.
video game that come out in 2000.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
I had to literally take this game away from my children.
Guys, this literally falls back into what Tug was talking about earlier about online anonymity. That's why people act like that, because no one knows who they are, so they can be trolls.
But they get swatted. You can find them through an IP address.
There are ways to find these people. Trust me, I know.
Yeah,
Can
that's what I
someone
said.
answer the question on screen? I don't know how to answer that.
I would
I
love,
would
would
love
to
to
love
see
to
that
see
film,
the-
things that could go wrong. Where can I
Where
see
can I
it?
see it?
What
Type
even
it
is
in
Never
on
heard of it.
type it in on Google, and Google will show you exactly where it's playing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ta-da!
I don't know how to answer. I
I
figured with all the movie people up here, someone would know how to answer it.
Never even heard
I
of it.
never
so-
heard of it. Yeah.
Oh.
Me
Okay.
either.
What was the name of it?
Oh, shoot.
I don't remember now.
Scroll down.
Go back a comment.
Something about things that could go wrong. Yeah, I don't know.
Go back to narratives comment.
It was about the movie.
About that movie. What was
Yeah.
that movie?
Okay, right here.
Oh.
Things that could go wrong.
Yeah, I never. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Yeah, well, I don't know.
Is it kind of like? I'm thinking it's probably kind of like Final Destination. It sounds like something like Final Destination, or
Yeah, Google's not giving
Oh,
me
let's see
anything.
here.
let me go to the Google machine and
It's not
find-
giving me anything.
The Google.
narratives. Tell us a little bit more, so we can help you out. Because
I would use Google, but it would make me racist, apparently. So.
Are you talking about a movie actually called "What's the Worst Thing That Could Happen"?
That's that's what I got.
Because
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
He says, I appreciate it up close and personal and people on cameras instead of people hiding behind them. People who
oh,
hide behind cameras.
I found it. The Danny DeVito movie.
Oh, it's a Danny DeVito movie. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Go back to that comment for a second. Let me address that because I have a lot of YouTube community.
No, that's the same
That
one.
whole hiding behind cameras statement. First off, let me shut you up on that one.
No, that's the
There
same
are
one.
a lot of people that will not have, they will stay in, as we say here, avatar mode, as I am in right now. They will stay behind that because they have a loud voice on the internet and people don't agree with them and will try to attack them, try to dox them and do stuff like that. So they keep their identity unknown. All right.
Yeah, like
I got a
YouTubers.
great friend named Mauler that he is a big voice in the movie criticism community, and he does not show his face on camera for that very reason. Because people do this, these ridiculous brats, people that don't like what they
John?
love and have criticism about it. They will keep their identity unknown because they will get doxxed and people will use that against them. There's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with anybody that stays off camera. F
No,
you
I agree. Yeah,
for even saying that. But
I
you just
understand the
don't know.
sentiment, but I do agree with Buff.
Whoever said that, who posted? Was that narratives? No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Oh, but narratives. I mean, that's just how it is. Exactly. The whole technology thing, how it can be a bad thing. Exactly that right there. This birth of being online, voicing your opinions. Everyone has a voice now. People want to be heard, and then people don't want to hear that voice. So they attack the person who is trying to use their voice. So they do hide their identities.
Well, yeah, I mean,
because of that,
if you try
everyone
to
is
have,
entitled to an opinion.
if you speak out on like political issues, or you know, like if you dare express an opinion about The Last Jedi, for example, you are going to get death threats. You are going to get people who are going to want to ruin your life. They're going to decide that they have nothing better to do than to ruin you because of what you dared to say on the internet. So that there are some people who hide behind avatars, who hide behind VTubers, and I get it. I totally get it. So I agree with Buff in that regard, but I also understand the notion that it's harder to trust someone who you can't see, and I get that. Totally get that.
Do any of you guys
Are you
remember
serious?
the
Narrative?
Do you guys
Are you
remember
serious,
the honest
narrative?
face card?
What?
The comment below. How many people from the South remember the very first ATM card and machine, the honest face
Oh,
card?
I ain't even talking about that one.
Oh, I'm trying to go.
Mr. Narrative, I didn't get one of them cars till 1999, so I don't know what you're talking about. Sir. We didn't get shoes till 1988.
I'm looking at this comment he made. Then stop trolling and causing problems. Then you won't have to worry about hiding. It's not trolling. It's voicing an opinion. What you think? Speaking out against something. You love Velma on HBO, didn't you? So somebody speaks out negatively against that show. That's a self-insert. You didn't like it, did you? So the person that speaks out negatively about it is trolling just because they're voicing their opinion about it. You don't have to watch it. Did you know that? Did you know that? You don't have to watch their content.
I think we should try to cool the temperature down.
Yeah. Narratives.
What's the next question?
Narrative said someone spoke about the movie.
Yet.
No, you haven't. Narrative said someone spoke about the movie on panel. He was just asking. So did someone speak about that movie on panel?
I don't think so.
Not that I'm aware of.
No, I'm not aware of it
movie?
either. The movie he was asking about. I'm just now trying to get caught up. Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
Which Danny
Then
found
go
it too. I think that's the one you're talking about.
Oh, dude, that's the wrong fucking comment to drop right there, Narrative.
Oh man,
That's the
come
wrong
on,
fucking
dude.
comment, dude.
Why would you say that?
See you later, dude.
Right.
See you later.
Yep.
Okay, hey, you guys, everyone should have a voice to speak. I mean, they're not being offensive. They're not using.
Yeah, he's being offensive.
They are.
Yeah,
You haven't gotten to that
pretty
comment
racist.
yet.
You're not to the comment.
Oh, I'm way back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're way back. Yeah, that's you're gone. You're out of here.
He went too far.
Man.
He took it way too far.
Somebody whacked him.
No.
Nobody's whacking.
No,
me
I
yet.
did. No, I
Okay.
did.
Okay.
That's the one. Put that away. Get that off the screen. We don't
Yeah.
need that.
That's
Oh,
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I saw it. Okay. Let's go back. Private chat. Here we go. What are we on?
I don't watch
Question three?
that.
The last question. What personal experiences or actions have made you feel safer or more secure in your life?
We're at the last question already.
Yeah,
a
we
big
actually
answer.
burned through those like 3 questions in the middle. Like we did a good
Oh,
job.
yeah,
I think.
that's, that's right.
Aside from you and me arguing about technology.
Yeah. So what personal
That was
experience or
fun though. I
action-
enjoyed it.
What
That's
personal
why I
experience
kept
or action
quiet.
have made you feel safer or more secure in your life? I believe having a pew pew has made me
Yeah,
feel more
having a
secure in
pew
my
pew
life.
definitely
I have the
helps.
Kimber 45, and I love her, and she's my Kimmy.
Mhm.
I also have a Mossberg, and I think that's a very distinct sound that people understand from outside the door. That
Oh,
you don't never, you know what I mean?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm gonna contradict myself a little by saying that one of the personal experiences in my life that actually has made me feel safer is I did get robbed, and I lost a lot of stuff, and I realized it was just stuff. It didn't really matter. I was fine. Nobody was hurt.
It
Everything
makes
was
you
fine.
feel violated.
I did feel violated for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But in the long run, it's made me realize that the stuff isn't really a big deal.
Right.
If something like that happens to you, you can find a way to recover. As long as nobody gets
Mhm.
hurt, it's okay.
Mhm.
Life goes on. Life will go on. This too shall pass, you know.
Mhm.
I think that bad things happening to me, and I've had a few bad things happen to me. I don't talk about them very often. But when those have happened, I feel like if you take the right lessons away from them, and again, as long as nothing really too terrible happens, I do buy into that philosophy of whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Mhm.
Right. I do too.
Yeah, and I feel like that has made me feel safer in my life, knowing that I have the capacity to handle it. That like if something bad is going to happen to me, because something bad is probably going to happen to me, I know that I can get through it. I can
Mhm.
find a way to move on. So that's my answer.
Mhm. Yeah. Hey, you learn this monster.
Narratives don't. I'm sorry, I'm about to break your rule. Narratives, don't you apologize to her. You apologize to me, you fucking racist.
Oh my.
Hey,
Your
hey,
comment
hey,
was
hey. Okay,
directed
that's it.
towards me.
That's it. That's
Hold
it.
on, Hope.
Hey, hey, hey,
Hold
hey.
on, hold on,
Hey,
Hope.
hey.
Was that the pew pew?
No, that was hey. Hey.
We said something about pew pew earlier.
Yeah, no, that is the video I was making wait for all of you because I was early today.
Narrative, you direct your apology towards me. I will find you. I will.
Anyway,
Okay.
let's move
You know the
on.
rest
Somebody
of
else
it.
answer this question.
Please,
So,
please,
anyway,
please,
no,
let's go.
Leave the drama
That's
aside.
right. You
What
don't want
personal
I'll answer.
experience?
Hey, you don't want to mess with a truck driver. He goes all over this country.
You don't. I know where to hide
Personal
bodies.
Experience. What
Be in your
personal
state
experience
tomorrow.
or actions have made you feel safer and more secure in life? Who would like to go next?
I'll tell you the simple one I got. Growing up, I got an older brother. He's about 11 years older than me. Always been a problem in the family. And he's always been like, I'm the black sheep of the family, but he's the annoying sheep that nobody wants to mess with because he's too aggressive. And I fought him all my life. He makes up the excuse, has always made up the excuse. Oh, just doing this, you know, I love you, fam. I do this because I love you. What, fight us? So all the cousins in my age range, there's only a couple cousins at his age, but most of us are in my age range, about 11, 10 years younger. But either way, fought him all my life, and I've been fighting him all my life. And he only made me tougher. He only made me not fear death. And it really became a situation to where I got to a point to where I thanked him one day. I pulled a gun on this mother, and we've been through so much drama and turmoil. The last time we saw each other was last summer, and we actually were cool with each other because the last time I threatened him, I put a knife to his throat and told him, I was like, if you ever touch me again, I will effing end you. And he saw the anger in my eyes, and he has not come at me like that since. But throughout the years of him bullying me, all this crap, fighting with him and everything, he made me the sadistical son of a bee that I am today. that I don't fear death. And I've told this to him to his face. He understands it, so he doesn't mess with me anymore. He does try to stay on my good side. And I did call him out. Me and him were sitting around. It was a family reunion last year. So last time I saw him, we were sitting around drinking some whiskey. And he was just like, "Thank you." He was like, "For what?" And I was like, "For me accepting my fate in life, because I'm ready to die, thanks to you." And the way he reacted to that, it was just like, yeah, I could see guilt in his eyes. It was like, hold on, that wasn't what I was trying to do. And he tried to apologize and explain it up. Like, no, that's what I try to do. Hey, look, brother, that's what I try to do. Nah, too late. You made a monster.
Sorry, guys. My daughter called me. She was having a concern with her pregnancy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I hope everything's okay.
Is the baby
Everything's
good?
just
Are we
fine.
gonna get? Oh.
Everything's just fine. She
Oh,
just
wait.
wanted to know why her tatas were leaking.
Oh,
Oh,
that's totally normal.
Lactation.
I said that's natural. Don't worry. But I do have to show you the Alfred Hitchcock grandbaby I've
Oh
got
God!
going.
Thank God.
Nice.
Cool.
Hey, BBB, BBB, I hope you don't like sleep. She's gonna be calling you all the time.
Oh, I know. I'm already prepared for it.
Why'd you do that, Mom?
Oh no, she calls me and she's like, "Why, Mom? I'm only halfway through. Why is it happening now?" I'm like, "Go to Walmart. You'll be fine. Go on Amazon. There are things for it." So you don't need to know all the details. But anyways, yeah. So that's what I had to do real quick. And I knew when she called me it was going to be like an urgency on her part. So that's why I just muted real quick and took the call. Like, what's going on? Like, plus she's my only kid and she's got my only grandkid coming. So it's like, I don't know what's going on with this. But yeah, so she lost 20 pounds. And halfway see, she's like, "Mom, something's wrong. Like, I lost 20 pounds." And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And like, go get checked out with the doctor. And so then she got her ultrasound. Everything's fine. But they estimated her having the baby on the week of Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Instead of November 30th. So they said she's a little farther along than they thought. So gonna have
turkey baby.
Yeah.
That's actually when I was
said-
scheduled. I actually came out really early. I was like 3 weeks premature. I came out on November 5th, but I was scheduled to come out on Thanksgiving.
She was supposed to come out January or December 30th. January 18th, she finally decided that she would come. And I was like, I'm so done with this baby. And I called my mom and I told my mom, I'm like, I evict this baby. And she goes, even in an eviction, they have 30 days. I'm like, Mom!
That's
You know,
fun.
when you just get so big, you can't do anything. You can't tie your shoes. You can't even kind of sideways try to reach down to anything. Like, it's just all, like, it's miserable. You can't sit down. You've got to like, oh God, it was just, anyways, she was 7 pounds, 8 ounces, and she had 21-inch head.
Oh,
She was like, oh gosh. Anyways, so when she was about 3 years old, she woke me up one time. She comes into my bedroom and she grabbed my hair because that's one of the things she could reach. So I was up on a bed that was a little bit higher. She grabbed my hair. Mom. I'm like, what? She's probably going to kill me for saying this. Oh my God. But she says, my butt threw up. I said, okay, I'm coming. But yeah, it was the cutest thing ever. My butt threw up. Okay, I'm coming. But
poor thing.
she was sick. She was so sick. But I love her. She's very sweet, very intelligent girl, very good sense of humor. Her wit is on point. It's like if someone says something to her, I taught her to come back real quick. And so she'll say something and I'll say something, she'll say something, we'll go back and forth. And she's like, you're the only one that could spar with me like that. The time she comes back so quick, she leaves people like, what? Like, oh my God, my ex-husband was the worst. she would come back at him with something really fast. And 3 days later, he would be like, remember when you said, we're like, you can't do that 3 days later. It doesn't work.
Mhm.
3 days later, oh, remember when you said, oh, I got to come back for it now. It doesn't work that way. You have maybe 3 seconds, maybe a minute, but not 3 days later.
Hey Jeff, I hope you reminded your mother of this anytime that you made her really mad. That like there was that one time that you did her one of the greatest favors of her life and made
Yeah.
her labor 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Right. Good night, narratives. Yeah, Jeff, that's amazing. 5 minutes after she got to the hospital, nobody could even get her in the room and get her set up.
Oh wow.
That's fast.
Jeff, like,
That's
tell
like
the
Monty
doctor
Python
to
on
get a
Mean Life
catcher's
style.
mitt. Tell the doctor you get the catcher's mitt.
Baby slap machine. It's paying out. It's paying out.
Oh, I had a miserable labor. Oh my God. Mine was miserable. I was
My
there.
wife has this thing like some pregnant women when they give birth, like their brain like deliberately forgets how bad it was. It's kind of like an evolutionary thing.
Mhm.
My wife, when she was pregnant with our son, that day that she had birth was one of the hardest days of her life and one of
Aw.
the hardest days on my life because of all the stuff that she went through. But nowadays, if you ask her about it, she's like, oh yeah, it was beautiful. It was great. And I always stand in the background. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Don't listen to her. She's lying.
Yeah. My water wouldn't break. They had to break my water. And then
Oh,
once they broke my water,
I hate when
Oh.
that happens.
then all of a sudden I went into major labor and the baby was born 11 minutes later. 11
Wow.
minutes. But yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my God.
Cute.
Yeah. Well, if you're a mom or a parent, you know. If you know, you know. All right. So let's get back to who needs to still answer. The last question is, what personal experience or actions have made you feel safer or more secure in your life?
I don't know. I've never really
I
had
answered.
bad.
Yes,
bad-
you did, Buff. Yes, you did.
I've never really had bad experiences or anything like that. I'm kind of dumb on this one. I've
Mhm.
like everywhere I've gone, I've been lucky to I got nothing on this one.
All I got is if it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all.
I think learning martial arts helped. I know I've already answered the question, but that's just another answer that came to my mind. Learning martial arts helps for sure. Knowing you can handle yourself.
I will say this. I had good friends that were around me that kept me from getting into major trouble. Like I had really good friends when we were out drinking that were, and I did it for other people, stop them like, hey, that dude's like 8 feet tall. Don't do that. Quit picking on that guy, you know? Like I've had really good friends that kept me out of bad situations.
I
Yeah.
say, sorry for jumping at you.
No, you're
I say my mom, because she was also like my best friend, you know. And she when she was around, you know, it's like she always had pretty decent advice, and she told me like if you're ever at a party and you don't feel like you want to deal with the people or whatever, you call me up and I'll be there to pick you up. If you have to call me by my first name because I don't want to embarrass you, then you could do that too. And I couldn't believe she said that to me, but she was like, hey, we don't want you to get hurt. We don't want you to get lost. Just give us a call and we'll be there. That's how my parents were. It's like I kind of miss all that, because I don't have her around anymore.
My parents were like, if you want to drink, just let me call their parents and get permission, and you all just stay home. Nobody drives. Everybody stays here. I don't care if you guys drink. We had like a room that my dad built on the garage. We called it the Kick It room, and we would hang out.
And
And
like a
so,
bar.
yeah, I kind of like And so my mom would say, like, if you guys are going to drink, I want you here. I don't want you going anywhere. You can't venture out. Everybody must agree to stay here. Nobody could go walk in the streets or cause a ruckus, or if anybody broke anything, they weren't allowed back. Like, they had to be able to handle themselves. But if we wanted to have like a couple drinks and sit around and watch TV or whatever, she didn't have an issue with that at all.
I'm from a small town right here, and when I was like 11 and 12 years old, my stepdad would send me down the street on my bicycle to the liquor store to pick his liquor up. And the liquor store guy, and I was like 12, 13, the liquor store guy would sell it to me because he knew I was getting it from my dad. So when I started drinking, whenever I got dads, I'd just take a little money and get an extra bottle or something, you know. And I was 12, 13 years old. I had a bottle of liquor in woods, you know.
My grandpa got really, really drunk because his parents had an apple orchard and they were fermenting apple cider.
Woo! Oh, wow.
Grandpa took a reed, like from the straw reed, and he stuck it down in the barrel. And next thing you know, he said he fell asleep.
Oh, wow.
And he said he couldn't, when he woke up, he said he was so sick. And he said, I think I might have been about 6 years old. He goes, and I think I disappeared for 24 hours.
Oh, is that funny?
And he said, when I went in the house after I finally sobered up enough to walk and things stopped spinning, he says, my parents were like, he's drunk. But yeah, he said he got really, really wasted on the apple cider that was fermenting.
Oh, gosh.
The big barrels in the basement.
Was it hard apple cider?
I guess so. Like, sounds like it to me. I mean, if he was born in 1926 and he was 5.
Oh.
So I've been 31.
Yeah. Cider was a little harder back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think they had as many regulations of the stuff. So,
no.
Yeah. It probably pretty much knocked a 6-year-old on his butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had some good cider. Damn.
My grandma used to set up cider in the kitchen. You know, he's making old homemade wine. People did that for years.
That's funny. All right, guys. Anybody
We're
else?
jamming.
We're jamming. We're jamming.
He's dropping the links.
I know.
It's so
Link
great
slinging.
to see you again. We're jamming. Hey.
I know we're jamming. We missed you.
Like,
when we didn't see you at the beginning of the show, everybody, even Mike Harper, was like, okay, I'll sling links until Jeremy gets here. Like, thank you guys. Kim Union was awesome. Thank you guys again. And everybody in chat that is moderators, thank you so much. I would like to say, I think this has been a pretty good show. I think the topic tonight was a decent topic. Do you guys have anything that you would like to suggest for next week? I don't have anything on the board yet. Do you have a topic?
Anything fun. Anything that's fun and happiness.
Yes.
Nothing sad, sorrow, or miserable. We want joy, joy, joy.
Joy. Okay, next week's stream is going to be called Joy, and I'm going to make 5 happy questions.
I feel targeted there, Benny.
Joy. It's going to be 5 questions about what makes you happy.
What makes you happy? What makes you laugh? What do you think? Yeah.
I do have to say this before we end this show. I had the best compliment about my show last night that I've ever gotten.
Oh, really? Congratulations.
What was it?
Someone told me, it was Nicole, sweet Nicole. She said, coming to your show is what I imagine being on an acid trip is like. And I went, thank you, madam.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
That is the best thing anybody's ever
said that is cool.
on my show.
I love that so much.
Mm-hmm.
I love being like, I was so conflicted last night when I saw.
It's going to be just as weird tonight.
I was so conflicted last night when I saw Caldy and Zach live and me and Buff were live on another place. I was like, what is going on right now? I'm being played tug of war with.
I didn't know you guys were live, or we could have combined, but I didn't know.
I didn't know you were live.
Yeah, it wasn't until I went to jump into my studio and I'm like, Zach and Caldy are live. And the Buff was like, what?
We got to start using the Facebook link more often.
Yeah, let's go back to using
that's usually that's usually the only way I know Buff is live, because I have to like search through it. Like YouTube does not alert me to anybody that is live.
Even though
I
you
get
have
live
Zelda?
alerts like 3 hours after they're done.
Mhm.
That's what I was
Yeah.
about to say. I did a bit last night about Chris Lestrange. I'll get an alert that he's live, and then I'll pop in. And I'm like, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?" He's like, "Well, I'm about to end. You always show up at the end." I'm like, "Well, I didn't know."
See, I'll have to go through my like subs and then go to the live, and then it'll show me who's live that I'm subscribed to.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, Caldy, are you doing an after show? Do I redirect everybody to you?
Oh, of course he is.
You are?
Hey.
Okay, so then I'll do a redirect to Caldy. Everybody, we're going to head over to Caldy's for the after show. Let me go. Caldy, can you let me know the link? Can you send it to me in private chat?
Yeah, give me a second here.
And then I'll redirect everybody over there. Do you have it set up already?
I've got it set up. I'm just not live.
Okay, so not live. I don't need it to be live. I just need to know if it's set up and you have a link so I can.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. So also everyone, I'd like to tell everybody we go live on Wednesday nights. We do brain battles where we do trivia and we have a lot of fun Wednesday nights. Usually it's Caldy, Buff, and I, and a few other of our other friends. I don't know if you guys have met Grumplestiltskin, and I think he came up here one time, but there's a couple of us, and we do panel against chat. I am going to add a new feature this coming up week because chat wants to have somebody that is for chat, an ambassador for chat on panel so that they can see and communicate for chat. Because
that's neat.
last week, thank you, Nicole. I really appreciate Nicole keeping me honest because I can't see what's going on when we're doing the battles. I have to be in that so I can't see StreamYard. I have to be in that platform where I'm running the game. And so I have to rely on people on panel to tell me what's going on. And we didn't give chat points for Tabasco when Nicole sent me a screenshot in my Discord proving that, yes, they did. They should have been given the points. And so I really appreciate that because I am very honest person. And so I want it to be fun. I want everybody to come and enjoy it and have a lot of fun. So yes, so we are going forward. I'm not sure if Nicole or Gorilla Biscuits wants to do it, but we'll have one of them on panel that will not be on panel, team panel. They will be team chat, but they will be on panel for chat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Jamin, if you have Grumple's link, please drop it if you have it. I can't see my screen right now.
Yeah, Grumple's another one to find. He's very hard to find.
He's very hard to find because his name is spelled oddly. It's like
Also, before we go, I do want to.
As if I'm one to talk about that. Anyway, Tug, sorry.
Yeah, Caldy. So I see it.
I do want to plug tomorrow's show because I think 4 of us are going to be there on my channel tomorrow at noon. We're going to talk about sci-fi comedies. So think like Spaceballs, Ice Pirates, Barbarella.
Oh, I love Ice Pirates.
I look forward to it.
Space Herpes.
I have Duran will show up.
Dan Duran.
I'll definitely be in the chat for that one.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. If you're around, I might even send you a link. You might even be able to pop on.
All right, sounds good.
Tug, is it the same link?
Yeah, I haven't changed my link yet. I still haven't gotten porn bombed, so we're good.
All right, cool.
Good time.
So I know which one to use.
Yep. Cool. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna redirect everybody, so everybody in chat will get redirected. Don't worry. Right now, I would like to though drop Grumple's link in the chat. There you guys go. There's Grumple's link, and he is live right now. But anyways, let me go ahead.
I'm gonna drop. I'll see. Hopefully, most of you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
I'll be there
I
for at
have to
least a
go
little
into YouTube to redirect everybody. So
Definitely, I've got some great B-roll. I've got some.
Yeah.
I
missed
Let's
my
do
Caldy
it.
flicks last week, so I gotta go in.
I'll
see you there.
Lives. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to redirect everybody, but I have to get to a certain screen to redirect everybody. You have to go to customization. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. I'm going to go to edit, customization, all the way to the bottom. If he's live already, we should be able to see him. Where is he? NPC.
Oh, send a link to my
Rumple.
show.
Caldy. I see Caldy. He said safety and stuff like that. I think that might be with all of us now. So where is he on his new stream? Let me refresh this.
Sometimes it takes it a minute or two to show up.
Yeah. So I'm going to just refresh everything. And then I'll go over there and support Caldy. I go to redirect. Search for my friends. There's Grumple.
And while she's doing that, has anybody seen this video going around of this poor guy and this girl that get caught on the kiss cam? I am
What's
so
the
sick of
CEO?
seeing this video. This guy gets caught cheating on his wife, and the whole world.
Oh my God.
1 million views. I'm so sick of it popping up every 5 minutes on my.
Yeah,
on
I'm
my-
kind of sick of seeing it too.
What is it?
It was like
I
a
have
CEO
not
for
seen
some
this.
company who like went to a Coldplay concert with his mistress, who actually happened to be the
Oh,
tenant
yeah, I
next
saw
door.
that today.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I saw it.
And they
500
wound up on the
times.
kiss cam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What a way to get busted.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
What an embarrassing way for people to find out that
She
you like.
turns around and covers up her face, and dude just ducks.
He just went down. Yeah. All right, guys. I want to say good night to everybody. We'll see you guys over at Caldy's after party. We'll be over
night.
there having a
Good
good
night.
time. Hopefully, you guys will all come over. What did Caldy say that for? Anyways, redirected everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and in the stream. What happens when you get redirected is when I end the stream, it will automatically take you guys over to Caldy's stream. So you'll automatically be in this chat with us over there. Okay. So all you have to do is just hang out and wait, and it will automatically redirect you. So I've got it all set up. Bye, everyone. Thank you for
Bye-bye.
joining.
Good
Happy
night.
Saturday. Have a great
Happy
weekend.
trails.
Yeah.
Happy trails
That's
to
cool.
you.
Unusual punishment coming up.
Down in the ground where the spuds all grow, there's a happy little tuber stealing the show. On the YouTube stage, watch it shine so bright. This creative spud's got its goals in sight. Goals in sight, shining bright.